And still everybody. Okay. Siret, I will put you as a co-host so you can also keep eye on people coming in, because I'm afraid I will be a little bit busy and may forget something. So let me share the screen and we can start. So as I told you, I updated the same document what you already have the link for in Slack. So it's the same document what we have been looking together when we have been together offline. So I just continuously adding you and changing some of the workshops because trying to find something what will be really useful for you. And for example, I have added sales for you and added legal ABC, and now looking for who would be the best one to talk to you about the fundraising. And let's look for the homework, and then we can discuss and also change something in the workshops. So this kind of program could absolutely fit you. And also I added EU programs and grants, because a lot of you are scientists, and as I understood, it will be also something useful for you. So homework. About the homework, we really try to help you to be equipped to go further with Prototron or without Prototron, because this is everything what we ask from you is very useful when you go further in the startup world. You need mentors, you need network. That's why we're talking about the mentoring. And I just calculated that at least 5 sessions I would like you to get during these 3 weeks. I even put it up to 5th of December, because, you know, if something happened and we still are not enough of mentors, so we can put it on the week 49. So now it's 49th week is not for the mentoring, but if something happens, so we are okay and we can add it. Why it is needed? It means that at least 5 mentors should not only help you, but also should assess you in event or another again. So by these 5 grades, what they will put, we will again make a short list for top 10. That's why. So if there will be less than 5, then, you know, I think it will not be fair. If someone get, I don't know, 10, or not fair, but how is it, not so relevant with all of others, because some of you get, I don't know, 10 different opinions, and some of you get only 2, and then it will be not reasonable to make it average and to create a short list again. Any questions or any ideas, comments on this point? Guys, we do it together. We can still change it. Otherwise, you know, then we just go. Then it will become, I will put it in the stone and it will be for sure.
A question is that for the mentoring, basically we have like 2 weeks then, because the week 47 there's no options.
Yes, in 47 I decided let's keep it like a little bit comfortable, because you will get communication and marketing, and it's really your time to make the homeworks.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
because
so
you know, always mentors, they are different. They do understand you differently, and it can be that one mentor, you know, lead or advise you something what will another will say like, you need to make absolutely. And it's really nice to have the pause or break between mentoring for you just to settle your ideas and to understand what you are doing, because by the end of the day, this is your team and your idea and your business.
Yes, but just to go over again, like you said, that 49th week, there might be some mentor sessions as well.
Yes, 49th is a mentoring. So you see, like once again, you see we have here 46. This was this week. Sorry, my Siri wants to talk to me. 46, and then 47 is break for you to just to think about what they were talking to you. 48 is again mentoring, and 49 just in case that if someone will not be ready with 5 sessions or something important should be also, so just in case, so maybe a couple of days.
Okay, thanks.
I have a question, Jana.
Yes.
Could you also communicate with mentors? For example, we have the 48 weeks, we have 4 mentors who don't have time slots there. So actually at the moment, I don't
Yes, no, 48
enough time for us, or they will say that they don't have any time for us, and then we are lacking mentors by the end of that week. So at the moment,
So I haven't put all of the slots yet on the 48 because I wanted to finalize the week what we have done this week. I see that some of the mentors are super popular, so it will be really fine, really cool if you can say me or send me like in private messages. For example, if you want to talk with Trin, I understood that Trin is coaching you about the pitches. So if you really need someone who can help you with pitches, and I know that Trin cannot do more because I see that she has put the whole day. So I suppose she will be dead after that day. So I cannot force her to take more. So maybe I just find some more mentors who would help you with pitches. So just communicate to me what kind of, I don't know, expertise or type of mentors you are lacking. If Anox, then do you want to know more about SBAN, or you want to more about these investment stages or investability? You again want to check your pitch deck. So what are these, the first week was as a trial. Let's go for the second week more like planned, what we want, what you want to achieve. And then I will put the slots. And I suppose everybody will get from Slashback and will be settled more here. And so I can think about whom to invite.
And Jana, like when we talk to some mentors, there might be some follow-up conversations. I guess that's fine, right? It's a kind of on our
Yeah, of course.
responsibility. Yeah.
I mean, this is idea, as I told you, that my selling point is to sell you altogether, and your selling point is to sell yourself to the mentors.
Yeah.
So if they want, if they're ready to help you,
yeah,
super. This is an idea that you get together with them and they want to help you.
Yeah. Thanks.
It seems to me that Harald, yeah, Olaf.
One question. I had to think that I think yesterday it was, so I pinned basically my time basically 2 hours earlier because it was free, but I didn't have her, so the mentor didn't pop up. But I think it's just because she didn't check. So she's not like, she don't get a notification that there's someone available. So I'm just thinking how we can, when, for
just
example,
write to me like what was the mentor, and if she or he will not appear with the slots next week, so please check it on Monday, then just ping me and say, Jana, we want to talk with this mentor. blah blah blah.
It's just like when there will be like for the future, maybe there will be again something like this, that there's like 2 hours, and 2 hours is still a slot free, and someone puts his name on it. So maybe we can just like tell you this, and then you can give him give them a notification that there's a new time. Maybe you didn't see it. Just like
yes, because I do for like every night, almost at midnight, I'm checking who has been assigned, because I create a lot of these time slots for the not time slots, but the video conferences links for the mentors. So it means if I haven't seen anything or I missed it, then if you were really like not the time when I already looked at it, and then yeah, they haven't got this notification.
So just for all the teams. Yep. Okay.
Harald, you have had the hand, no?
I just want to share my experience of this mentoring session, where I had this thought that I have to get as many mentors as possible to get more points,
No.
But this was, maybe you said already, but I didn't hear it, that it's more important to check which mentors you really need. So,
yes, exactly.
It was good
but
trial though.
It's
now we know.
This is experience. This is absolutely experience. My first experience in mentoring was the same. My team was one of the favorite, and everybody wanted to mentor us. Even I haven't approached them, but everybody wanted to approach us. And in one day, I have had like 10 mentor sessions, and by the end of the day, I was like, I don't know what I do, why I do this, for whom I do this, like for mentors. So yes, just really, mentors are cool, but do not overdose with them. Okay.
Do not over mentor. Yeah.
Do not over mentor yourself. Yes, very good.
Yeah, we went
So,
to like really broad and really short.
Yes, exactly. And as you see, we have a lot of Swedbank mentors, and a lot of them are the first-time mentors. So they might be very, very eager to help, but mentors cannot help you. Mentors should like a little bit support you, maybe give some advice, maybe give some insights from the sector, or some kind of connections, or just to face you that, okay guys, what you are doing, this is already done, and for example, check it out. So it's not their job to help you, to lead you, but of course they're so cool that I do understand that you are like saying, oh, mentor is cool. So now settle down, you have a week just to think. Okay, so with mentoring is somehow understandable. Then product market fit. You will have one more session with Vestors on Monday. So I really suggest you to really think and to rethink your product market fit homework until 22nd. Why? Because on 23rd, you will have the first communication and marketing workshop. You cannot make communication if you don't really know what is your product and for whom it is. It will never ever communication happen, or it will end up with very, very generic words like make it happen. That's all. And then you will miss your target group, you will miss the everything. I mean, it will be something just buzzwords and nothing unique, and you will not find this point of when you do your communication. So before communication, think through really, really very well product market fit, and if you will be in time to make some interviews of what you have heard from Evert about the prototyping, from Vestors about this customer feedback, and also Ragnar before that, he will be talking about sustainable business models. I'm sorry, I have some and minimum viable products. Again, it's all about that. What are you selling at to whom? And sometimes your product itself is not what you are selling. You are selling some story, and product is just supporting what you are selling or how you are solving the problem of your target group. Okay, so the deadlines is not just to be, but the deadlines is like that you cannot go further if you don't solve this part.
A quick question. Maybe could someone share a link to this document where we are supposed to fill in the homework, because I can't
But it is in Slack.
Yeah, I lost it.
So in Slack, you have my pinned messages from me, and I put everything there.
Okay.
Let me check. Everybody got this documents from Vestors?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I see it there. Have you found, Jürgen?
Could you share your Slack to show it?
Yeah,
Okay,
Jürgen here. It's kind of tricky to find from Slack, because last half an hour Slack didn't respond, and well, it's kind of tricky to go back all the previous messages and see what's when something has changed, and reading all over again, because when there's something changed, just one word or one link appeared, people's eyes and mind don't find a new part. That's really, really difficult. And I have also a problem with a mentoring table, that we put in request, and the dates changed, and now everything is upside down. It's really difficult. We missed one meeting because well, it's like different time and date when what it was before, and we have all done our plans according this.
Yes, this unfortunately can happen, and I'm sorry about it, but it just can happen because you are 47 teams and there are 20 or more mentors. So and life comes in.
Yeah, I just really wanted to meet with Evert Eero, but now we missed the time slot.
But Evert is very kind person, because this kind of work is his job, what he's doing for money. So again, just as we agreed, you just give me to know that we really need this guy, and Evert for sure will find the spot. Because you still have the week number 48 and 49.
Yeah, I will contact him.
You can contact him directly, and or you can say me, because for sure we will get extra slots from Evert. He hasn't given me them for the next mentor sessions.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
They're not there yet. So yes, I see that. That's why I told you that I want to finalize and to look who were the most important, or whom you missed, as I understood. Trin, Prem, Anu, Ox, Evert, whom else? So I need this information so I can plan the next mentoring session much better for you.
Very good. Thanks.
So, Joseph, have you found the?
Yeah, all good. Thank you. I found them in messages. Thanks.
Yeah. I don't know. We can, for example, agree, and you do not write anything in Prototron 29th batch channel, but all your questions you write, for example, in random. So we keep this channel very clean, and there will be only my messages. But you can search for pinned ones, because pinned ones now is only the program of the workshops and the mentoring, and I suppose it's all. And of course I'm updating, so it's not like if I get the recording from one or another workshop, it will appear randomly, but it's everything in one pinned message. So you just get this pinned message and you get all of the Zoom links, all of the presentation, everything what we have. So it was my idea. I don't know if it works for you.
After I discovered the pin messages, yeah, it works.
Yeah, because yes, you can find them very, very easily. Jürgen, do you have any other questions? You have raised your hand.
Well, with the Evertero, I will just put an extra line on the 48-week or send you a note or.
Okay, just a second. I'm really sorry. 1 second.
And I guess maybe if you can't reach you, if you didn't fit the, couldn't reach the mentor, maybe you can just, approach
Yeah,
separately,
Yeah, well, we are kind of in the same community, so like I can reach him.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry, it's my food arrived. So Jürgen, once again. So
Can I make a line in this mentoring week 48 that I'd like to meet with Evertero or send you a note? Which one is the best? Okay.
Guys, can you hear me?
No, we
Yes.
can.
Your image froze, but we can hear you.
All from me. I will just shut my microphone.
Jana, we cannot hear you actually, not anymore if you're talking.
Can you hear me again?
Now, yes.
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 I don't know. It's just stuck. Siret, seems like you are now the host. Please enable me sharing the screen. Siret.
Yes, how can I do it?
What?
How can I do it?
You should see on the share screen on the green button a small arrow. You push it and just say that allow to multiple blah 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 share.
Okay, can you do it now?
Yes.
Great.
Thank you. Amazing. Just amazing. So Jürgen, I hope that I understood you, that you just write to Evert and make copy to me so I can know.
All
Okay,
good.
cool.
Thanks.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so then communication. 23rd and 24th, you will have these workshops about communication. Meta advisory, who will come to make these communication workshops for you, are one of Estonian lead communication agencies. So I hope, or I'm absolutely sure, you will get the best knowledge what you can get. And as soon as you have your product market fit documents and you have talked with different mentors and you have talked maybe with your clients, then please create the communication kit, which means you have some visuals, maybe videos, maybe some only pictures, but then also text what you will share. Because on the 1st of December, we would like to launch the voting on Prototron Facebook and Instagram. So people can vote for you. And of course, why you need this communication kit, this is about for like boost and to help this information go so people can vote for you. And also I would like you to add to this when this mentoring matrix what we have, there is a place where you can put your social media accounts. From this we will take the and we can tag you. So don't hesitate to put it there. You can put your LinkedIn if you have LinkedIn profile for your company, Facebook if you have for your company, and Instagram again. So we could link it, tag it. So we can also boost from our side your promotions for your ideas. All good. And of course, it means that by this day, it will be super cool if your web page is really ready already. So a lot of you have some kind of the web pages. If you don't, then you just do it. There are a lot of free opportunities. And for example, yesterday we have had a big workshop. So I hope it will not be very complicated for you to make your first web page. But of course, again, to make a web page, you need to understand for whom and what are you doing. And again, your communication kit, everything, how you will be preparing, what you want to say, everything should be ready so it will be very easy for you to make a web page. And as you understand this web page and your Facebook and your LinkedIn and your Instagram, Twitter, whatever else you want to create, everything should be like connected and support each other so people can understand that this is you, this is what you are doing, this is what kind of problem and how you're solving. And then it very will be yeah.
About the web page.
Mm-hmm.
So at least for us, like where we are at with our idea, there is still quite some search in terms of like what actually we are focusing on. So for us, it's like for now it's a key priority to define actually what we are working on.
Yeah, and web page is the best version, best tool for you to understand and to test.
Okay.
So please do not think that web page is something what again goes into stone. Never ever. This is what you do to understand how people react to it. If people come and say like, what is this? Then you already know that it's not for you.
This is
I mean, then
basically
you
like a pitch
understand
deck.
that the message or visuals or whatever doesn't work for your target group. Sorry, who were talking?
Sorry, me. I say a web page is basically like a pitch deck. You will continuously edit it, like every month, every week.
Yep.
Like we did it many times. Every time you have new arguments, and you will put it on the web page. You will update it constantly. So yeah, it's true.
That's why yes, that's why I really suggest you to make your web page now by yourself. So it will be as easy as you can do it. And it means if something you want to change, it will be very easy for you to change. Do not buy now some developer to make you super awesome and blinky schminky web page, then you don't know how to change it and blah. And every time when you need to change one letter, you need to ask this developer to change it. Okay, So just, this is your tool. This is not something what, I don't know, this is not a present for your company by the developer. It's your tool to work and to communicate with your customers. Then, of course, what you need is 1-pager and 2-pager. I have put the deadlines 2nd of December. But as you already get the idea that it everything like one bunch of the documents and online instruments. But of course, web page is very often is more about for your customer, and 1-pager and 2-pager is more about for investors or some kind, I don't know, venture clients or somebody, you know, the big one. Very often it's for the investors. This batch is the first time when I don't do 1-pager nor 2-pager workshops, how to make it, because you can find this workshop recorded on our Prototron Academy. So I just think that it will be a waste of time. So you just go and look at it if you think you don't know how to do it. But I can share our we have these templates how to create the 1-pager or 2-pager. So if you need it, I can share it.
Yeah, it would be nice actually.
And of course, like this is just template with the points, what you need to fill in, what kind of information should be there. But of course, again, as soon as you get your communication kit or some kind of idea about how you talk about your idea, your solution, then you're free to create it, like to design this 1-pager, because of course, already when you open this 1-pager and you see the visuals, it will already deliver a lot of information for the person who is reading it. Then the next one is super important, is pitch deck. And as I mentioned you previously, like a couple years ago, 1-pager, 2-pager was really must. But now I see that more and more investors would like to see not these 1-pagers, but pitch deck. So they even don't ask for 1-pager. Or they ask for 1-pager. So 1-pager, do you know what it is? Everybody knows it. You have seen, you can Google, there are a lot of them. You can take whatever company you think is successful and just to Google for the 1-pager of them. It's really 1-pager, A4, and I can read without, you know, like bringing, and I can read it even on the phone. That's why pitch deck now is more preferable, because, you know, when it's pitch deck, then you can very nicely look it from your phone. As you understand, nobody wants to go around and slash with the all kind of the Macs and so on. So just in phone, so they scroll these pitch decks and think, do they want to talk with you or not? Again, about the pitch deck, I haven't planned now any workshop about the pitch deck, but if you need it, we can do it.
Yeah, I think I mean, especially if it comes from an investor, I think it could be useful.
Yeah, pitch deck training we are doing in cooperation with ESG, but it's already, I suppose, last times I was doing it.
Okay.
But it's like, again, on the information what is given by the ESG as we do it together.
Okay. Yeah.
What other things? Come on. Guys, I do understand. It's so nice that there is Joseph or Joseph, I don't know. And everybody just trust this guy because you have glasses, I suppose. You look very trustworthy.
I have a pitch deck. I don't need one, but I guess there are people that need pitch decks.
Okay.
And we would have some pitch deck training also, maybe.
And again, about the pitch deck, and it's the same as 1-pager. these documents again are not in the stone, and very often you can change the, I mean, you can have different of them because there are different profiles of investors, different profiles of people who would, for example, if you just want to make some intro, or you want someone to make an intro for you, then of course I would like to get not very, you know, huge and intensive pitch deck, but I want to get something rather short, just like an appetizer. And then when you talk with investors, then of course your pitch deck can be already much more detailed, and you talk about the money and you talk about the stocks and so on.
I would say, sorry, I would say as well, like if the workshop is from the investor side, like sharing maybe some tips, then it will be really great. Because I mean, I also have a pitch deck, but like if there's tips from investors, then of course I would like to hear.
Okay, I will talk if we can get someone, and if not, then let's look what we can do with me, or I can get someone. But again, if you want, you can send your pitch deck for me to look it through, so I can give you some preliminary feedback about how it looks like.
Yeah, I really got that feedback from investors that one pager is not that they are looking for, and more interested will be about business model canvas, how they are generated, and more examples created together with some startup that use it daily. That would be cool.
I haven't got. So, have I got you that some mentors said you that they want to see your business canvas?
No. Just for me, I suppose more valuable time would be spent not on one pager, but on one more version of our business model canvas. Together with Viestur Sosars, or together with Davis tables, or together with some startup that in day-to-day activities use their business canvas, and they could share their experience with that.
I mean, everybody use business canvas, but you know, business canvas is a tool for you. So what you do with business canvas is like you are creating some hypothesis. Always forget this word, how it's in English. And you just go through different steps. So if the problem is formulated like this, if the solution formulated like this, and target group is this, then what kind of resources and all other I have, and will it work or not? So this is the tool for you to understand how it goes. And then of course, when you pitch, then in your pitch deck, and of course in your 2-pager or 1-pager, it's super important that you have at least one slide, which not the copy. This, please, never do it. Never put in your pitch deck the copy paste of your business canvas, because business canvas is your tool to figure out what is your business model. So you just play around with these canvases. That's because it's not a business plan which is super huge, a lot of text, but this is a tool to understand and to test on paper how it could work. And then already in pitch deck, you are writing, okay, now we go like this. We will get this kind of money from this kind of persons, and these ones will be paying, this will be for free or with lower, So this is your business model. And all previous they don't want to see. So do not put your product market fit into the pitch deck. Again, product market fit is your tool, is your homework to think through, to argue among your teams, to test with your clients, and then to come up with, okay, how you will go further. I will think maybe we have something already recorded, because I think let's survive Wasters one more workshop, and I hope you will get a lot of extra information. Yes, Vasily. Vasily, you have raised your hand.
Yes. Hello. Do you hear me?
Yes.
I wanted to say hello, and maybe shame on me, but some of us, like me, first time are getting in touch with such things like product market fit, web page, one pager, pitch deck. It would be very useful for some workshop, or maybe some useful links or short lecture about this. Of course,
Okay.
would be very useful. Thank you.
Okay, I heard you. So it means I will find the time slot, and we will do this kind of startup ABC. Yeah, why not? So, but I understood. So I will create one more pinned message in Slack, and I will put the templates and maybe some examples from Prototron. What I have a couple of agreements with some our alumni that I can share their how they pitch and their pitch decks, so you can see how it, for example, those ones who already gone through Prototron and were winners and got the money from us, and then got money from other investors. So you can get this overview of what happening. Okay. Do we have any other ideas of this kind of bunch of documents? But I still suggest you to have 2-pager or 1-pager. It's basically your pitch deck, just on one paper. That's all. Nothing complicated. But it puts you to think how they work together. Ta-da! Any comments? Vasily, you still have raised hand.
Sorry. Yes, I want to ask this web page, 1-pager, 2-pager. Do we have to make all of them, or one of them?
All of them.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, can we go with ESG? Thank you, Harold. Thank you, Vasily. So, ESG, you will get again the link to answer some questions. But as soon as I find how I will share another document. So what is this ESG inside? So once again, ESG is a score of your sustainability, or it's again one of our winners. They have filled in the questionnaire, and my super pooper Excel program has created the profile for them. And it means that there are certain, or there's some kind of activities or expectations or descriptions about what is necessary to be done, for example, for environment, or you should measure for environment, or you should measure for social aspects of your business. And this is about the business already, not only about your solution, but about the whole business, and about in the governance. And for example, why this is Funky Foods. They are creating the protein product, or like meat substitute, which I don't like to say about it, but this is created from mushroom mycelium. So very nice structure, super cool stuff. Tastes like a little bit like chicken, a little bit like I don't know, pig boys in Estonian, very similar. So they are so you see the product is super sustainable. But for example, as you can see, they absolutely lacking anything about cybersecurity. They don't pay attention on it at all. So it drastically dropped down the ESG score because ESG is all together. The idea of this tool is not to assess you, but just to give you an idea about what they will ask from you on your next steps. As Indrek has explained you a little bit last time on Wednesday, that the fund what we are raising is like on top of this kind of ESGs, and it means that, and it is future of all kind of financial instruments in Europe, at least. From 2021, all of the banks should report their ESG. So they are measuring all kind of these aspects. I have selected some of the aspects for you, as I think can be reasonable or can be somehow relevant for your level. But for example, what the banks are doing, if they give in loan, then they would like these big companies also to report them about their ESGs, because banks, all financial institutions from last year need to report to European Commission about their ESG profile, and they collect it not only from their own business but also from their big clients. And this is the future for everyone. Just in the Better Fund, we are stating that we do it from the beginning, and in Prototron, as we're moving toward more impactful fund, then we also decided that we will do it with the teams, but in the batch. But I'm absolutely sure that in near future, when you will be raising money, then before you can go to talk with investor, they will give you some kind of this kind of ESG profiling, just to understand how you will be compatible with their whole portfolio of different companies. And I will show you what is inside. Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask you, like, that banks are reporting this to the EU Commission, and what is like the next step? So what is the EU Commission gonna do about it? Or is there going to be some like enforcing that you need to have good ESG scores?
Yes. Yes.
So how is this going to be enforced even?
As Indrek already explained you on Wednesday, there are different types of financial institutions, and some of them they just need to report. Some of them need to be, so there's like 3 types. One of them I just need to report. And for example, if they have, I don't know, zero impact or zero impact for social, of course, nobody will, I don't know, take their money back. This will never happen if they're already investing. But for example, maybe they will be a little bit not so preferable in other, I don't know, public money sharing or something. Then another part is that they are reporting and they want to show some kind of increasement of this ESG rating, but again, it's not connected to their money. It's they are reporting, they say that they're impactful, and they show that, okay, they have some kind of bunch of companies who are making something significant for social fair, or they're making something for the environment, or for example, they are taking their profit and make offset of the CO2, or helping some social initiatives, working with youth or whatever else. So it will be, for them, again, how they report. And the third one is like our fund, that our financial, output is strongly connected to the ESG output. And if we will not show that we grow money with the ESG, also with sustainable impact, then we will lose money. So our fund will not achieve. So of course it means that me as the fund manager, I will not even think about the companies, or I will not take into consideration the companies who will not show any kind of improvement of sustainability in our world. And we go toward this. I know some of the ESPAN business angels, they are, for example, decided that they will be investing only into impactful teams. So the era of just SaaS solutions, which is very easy to scale, it will be decreasing. I don't want to say it will be collapsing. No, never ever. Everybody wants to get this free money, and we still need SaaS solutions, but everything will be really, really looked through the sustainability lenses.
Jana, I had a question about from the E part from ESG.
So this is, again, I'm just showing you what we are asking you. And for example, company data is here. Sorry, I will make it bigger so you can see. So this is taken again from this ESG directives from European Commission, but made very, very easy for you. Not because I think that you are not achieving it or like you don't understand it, but just when you are again on this idea level, of course, you cannot say anything yet, or you don't know a lot about how your processes will gonna be built up. So there is no point for me to ask you some very complicated stuff. For example, have you mapped your supply chain? Because as you can assume, if you're supplying something, some kind of hardware, you should map the whole of supply chain, and if you want to be really, really sustainable. So what we ask about environmental impact is that you are using low impact sources. So you have thought about it. You have, for example, I don't know, when your ideas, your solution will start working, then you will use, I don't know, alternative energy sources or solar, so whatever else that can be. Then about the processes, so you have inputs, the low impact sources, or if we talk about, I don't know, food industry, then you also look for the suppliers who also are thinking about the sustainability. They also have some kind of the certificates or labels about the organic or whatever. Then in your process that you are trying to be as energy efficient as possible. And then outputs is in comparison with alternatives. This is what you can bring out, that, for example, your, I don't know, solution will be working and will be consuming less energy, less water, less this or less that, or will be transparent, or will be easy to take back into the, so will support circular economy principles, so on, whatever else you think, like how you can describe it. and the environmental impact for the client. So if this client, if they're using it, it will be positive impact. For example, if you saying that we are, okay, in biotechnology, we are getting rid of the the real meat and we are using more plant-based protein food, or if the people will use I don't know, scooters, then they will save so much of CO2 or gasoline. Sorry.
Can I ask a question here?
Yeah, what is your question? Sorry.
Yeah, so in terms of environment, how is the kind of environmental impact assessed for climate forces, which are not CO2? So I mean, like other greenhouse gases, or
yes. As we talked, you see, you can describe here, like activity details, just because of course CO2 is not the only enemy for our climate.
No.
There are a lot of different stuff. So you just, yes, you describe what is your how your output is more environmentally friendly, how your processes are more energy efficient, and for example, if your clients are using your product, how their environmental footprint will be smaller and so on. So just describe it.
I have also another question.
Yeah.
Around, I don't know. Anyway, so right now I understand this is like a questionnaire based. So I'm
Yes.
wondering if later on there will be some audits as well to actually, like, because you can put anything to the questionnaire. I'm just like thinking now really like a bit bigger. So if you know, like what are the regulations there, or like for what kind of companies and so.
So now what I've heard, so first of all, as you are a startup and you basically would like to apply for some kind of investment, or for example, European Commission grants, Horizon, EIT, whatever, name it. All this money is very, very strongly connected with European sustainability agenda. So it means that they will ask you something like this. And about the audit, I don't know how it will be, but as I was working in my previous life, I was working in as a physics. I was working in environmental institutions, and we were assessing different factories and different companies for their environmental impact. And of course, there's always someone who is advising, and there is always someone who is inspecting. So I suppose it will come, but maybe 3-5 years later. So now it's really, really strong, and I haven't heard about any kind of audit yet, but I know that all of the banks are really struggling about how to fill it, and they are working with all of my previous university classmates who are working now with them to help them to make this ESG assessment to report for European Commission. So now it's really, really buzzing now.
Yeah, I was also wondering, because I actually heard that in 2023, that means like next year, there will be also some audits necessary for like bigger companies. But yeah, I just figured, like maybe you would know something more certain.
So 2021, they made it obligatory for the banks. So banks this year, 22, the first time ever, they're making this assessment. Then everyone who are getting money from European Investment Fund or European Investment Bank, they were doing already some kind of assessment before. Then in 23 or 22, I suppose it became obligatory this year for the big companies. In Estonia, if I'm not mistaken, it's like something around 200 companies who will be who are obligatory to report this ESG for European Commission. So again, they will make their reports in 23. So as directive is coming, then they are making for this year. So we all move in there. I don't remember about another companies, but as soon as it will become so connected with the financial bodies, then every time when you even ask for loan from the bank, they will ask you something from this questionnaire. So it's really where we are now heading for.
That's awesome though. That's good to hear.
Yep. But I will check, because I'm now. I was approached by one company who is making some kind same way of this assessment. So I have how many? Not so many of the points. They have 16 points again from this taxonomy. And I know for one company, if they will help you to fill in this kind of questionnaire, they ask from 1,400 euro if it's very small company. So, but basically it's the same what they are providing. But now it's a good business, so you can think about your business idea. Then in social drive is, of course, we talk about the gender balance, and this is very easy. You just tell me how many women you have or men you have in your company. So if you're only super cool white men, it's not very sustainable. And it's really not very sustainable, because the research already shown that gender balanced teams are making much more better. They're much more sustainable. They are more resilient for all kind of crises, and they are making more money for investors. Then we can talk about the cultural diversity. This is one of the trickiest questions in the social drive for, I would say, Baltics, because we are so close and we're so cold climate that it seems like nobody wants to live and work with us, besides our white cool men and women. And then there's always some questions about how you're socially active. So I just put, if one or someone from your team is volunteering or somehow involved in charity. So it also, because this is about your social drive, how you as again, it's not only about your solution, but it's about the whole company, because you are now entity with your solution. So why you make this solution, and why you make the way you make it, and why you put together the team you have put together. So that's why it's all together. Then about the governance factors, it's about how your management processes build up, or you try to build up them. So this is cybersecurity, flexible working, but of course Corona made us, every one of us, very flexible, and all of the CEOs are super happy when they don't see their team members, because everybody are working on Bali, in Estonia, in I don't know, US, wherever else. So this is not a problem. Then learning, it is if you support your team learning, your team developing, if you don't force them to stop their, I don't know, education, or you provide them with some kind of learning courses, or you let them, for example, to participate in Prototron program, then everybody can learn, everybody can get this kind of knowledge. And transparency, it's about, it's basically about how you build up the the processes at everybody knows how much money who can get. Everybody knows about the okay, if it's not confident information by any contracts, but it's not, you know, hidden that who are the co-founders. If you're talking with some investors, then everybody in the team knows it, and so on, so on. So you're not hiding anything, and so on. And then as extra, if you have some CO2 calculations, then it will be nice to put it here. And just for my statistics, I would like to know the female founders representation. So the gender balance is also mean for the all women teams. Maybe you can suggest, think about to get at least one man into your team. But I really will be happy if you can put me this percentage of the shares. So for example, if you have 5 people and two women and 3 men, then I don't need by the names. I just need to know, for example, we have in 100 shares, 100% of shares, there are like 20% belong to women. And then it will be scored by some weights. It's not everything is not average. And then we will have this dashboard when I get all this data. And for example, I will send it to you and you will get your ESG scores to show or to calculate or to show on your pitch decks to talk about it. Yes, Harald?
So I had a question about the gender equality thing. So will it like encompass only like the founders and the shareholders of this company, or is it also like the wider sphere and the employees and the like, not the founders, but the beginning process helpers also?
Gender balance it's basically for the whole company. That's why I absolutely separately ask for the female founders representation in shares. So there are, yes.
So the shares part is more important.
Is about the team, and shares is for my statistics, because I also collect the statistics. I really would like to know because I really try to get more women founders to Prototron also. I want, you know, to invest with my Better Fund in next year. So I need this pipeline. So girls, please work.
That's unfair competition.
That's life.
That's life, I know. No problem.
I mean, let's be honest. If life now is that it's much more easier for men to get money, and then we say, then I say, okay, if I have money, I can decide. So I said, okay, I want to give more money for women. Easy breezy.
No problem, that's your choice.
Yes. Yes, I cannot read the name from Rapid X.
Yeah, it's Sri. My name is Sri. Sri, yeah. So I have a question on the scoring part. So how do we do the scoring? Like, is there any benchmark? Like, for example, if you're talking about cybersecurity, I can feel that my product is like fully cyber secure, but is there any benchmark against which we can have a score?
Yes, you will get when you get this questionnaire. This is what I just explained, but this is also what. Okay, I just thought that if you really, I don't know, have some kind of very extensive ideas about, I don't know, your cloud solutions, blah blah blah, but at least you're from the beginning thinking about the GDPR. So if you collect some data, or you don't build up your solution on stolen data or on collected data, which is not compliable with GDPR in Europe. So it's at least something, you see, and how you will write it. If you think, and you can explain me how you think that with cybersecurity is everything fine in your team and your business, then you put 3. If you think it's like maybe normal, then it's neutral, and if it's you haven't thought about it, then it's negative.
Okay, got it. Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm. The same is like, you see, flexible work hours are allowed, and there's like more than 50% of total work time is flexible, so can be online, can be somewhere else, then it's already positive. So you can rate yourself as positive.
Cool, yeah, thanks.
Mm-hmm. But of course, what I would like to ask you again, then as you will go through this questionnaire, I really would like to get some feedback to improve this tool and to make it useful for you.
Okay, so this framework is basically built on any other reference document? Like you were
Excuse
saying,
me?
The
Yes.
framework that is built here is based on some European Commission's document, you're saying,
yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you take example of cybersecurity, GDPR compliance is one of the examples, or GDPR?
Yes, there's. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's an example, right? Okay.
But of course, in European Commission and how you can measure the cybersecurity, there are a lot of how you protect the IP, how you protect the all kind of data of your clients, of your own solution. What are the technology you use, or as we heard, even there can be plugin for security plugin on your website. So everything all together. So there are a lot of different stuff, and this is what, for example, Mihkel Tam is doing in Swedbank. He's collecting all this data, how they're ensure that all the data is secure, that nobody can. It starts from the servers, hardware and their security, and ends up to all kind of the regulation, how they deal with KYC, with all kind of verifications and some kind of controls.
Okay, and social criteria can include like other factors like financial inclusion, having an impact on the poverty, whether those kind of things are also included?
They are included, yes, but I haven't included it here because I thought that it will be too complicated for the beginning. I don't know, what do you think about it? So the only what I have left from these team members perform volunteer work or participate in charity projects.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's about the team members, but sometimes the solution itself might be having a impact, like it can help reduce financial, like it can promote financial inclusion and bring some people out of poverty. So
yes, I do understand this. Yes, but as I told you, I haven't included it in here because
yeah,
I think on this, when you are on this idea stage, it's a little bit. So it will be so small amount of the teams who already think about it, or their solution is, for example, somehow directed to solve this kind of problem. It was my idea, but if you guys all together think that I was wrong, of course I will add this kind of criteria.
Jana, I have talked to Mihkel Tam yesterday, and he told that my solution is headed towards health, and it should be in social criteria, because if people have allergies, you know, it's not included. But I think many startups think about health, and this should be somehow included there.
Okay, this is very good. Thank you very much. I will check how it should be added here. So let it be my homework.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, because we have, yes. Or maybe, what do you think if I just share already today the questionnaire and you start to think, like to look at it and give me feedback, so you don't feel it, like do not finalize it, but just give me feedback about like, okay, this seems is not very complicated for us, or we don't know what to put and you're missing this and that. Okay, maybe
Sure.
how cool. Let's do like this. And I will of course look for about this health criteria. It seems to me, yes, that is in social, but I will double check by the documents. Guys, please don't sleep, please.
Jana, can you
Yes.
also check? So one is the health aspect, but actually also the aspect of raising the quality of life. So it doesn't have to be totally the health issue, but still, like if the final product or the end result will raise the quality of life someone. So maybe that also.
This is about this A4 impact. The product helps the clients to be more sustainable. This is where you can, because are you talking about, for example, if it's better environment, then it's always impact for the human's life.
Actually, at the moment, not so much. So regarding our idea and solution by sending secondary batteries to the third countries, so in Africa where they don't have electricity, so basically with these kind of power banks they can run their fridges and everything, so this actually rises the quality of life noticeably. So it's a little bit not only the sustainability aspect.
And you think that it also cannot be somehow encountered in B3, which is social?
I'm just thinking with you at the moment.
Yeah, it's again, let me just share it and let's think all together, because of course I would like it to be, and I will talk with Michael, maybe we look at it with him because he's rather new in Swedbank. So maybe we can do it somehow all together. I will write to me. Okay, cool. So, what do you think? Are we done? And we can go and work?
Yes.
Cool. I also think we don't need to sit here forever if we don't have any questions anymore. Okay, so as you, I will think, and I suppose I will put this again, this link also into this. I will check if this link of the presentation is in pinned messages, and I will put this questionnaire, and I will be super happy to get all of your comments and ideas and how we can make this program really, really useful exactly for you. Okay. So, was super happy to have you